It's the last week of the high school football season. Sayre and Athens are getting ready to battle it out for the Rusty Rail Trophy. Welcome to your place for local highlights, spotlights, scores, and more. It's
Morning Times Football Friday.
The Waverly Wolverines finished their regular season up in Oneonta with a win over the Yellow Jackets. The Wolverines notched a come-from-behind victory when quarterback Zach Cooney ran one in on a keeper with just over 2 minutes left to play in the game. After that, the Wolverines D were the heroes as they made a huge stop on the Yellow Jackets on 4th and goal in the waning seconds of the game to keep the score Waverly 27, Oneonta 20.
Sophomore Zach Cooney has captained the Wolverines offense and has added a strong passing attack that has kept opposing defenses on their toes all season. Add to this a corral of strong young running backs who all get their share of touches, and Waverly has shown a pretty balanced offense.
This season's squad started the year long on youth and short on experience. Their early outings were complicated by challenging scheduling and injuries, but the Waverly faithful will tell you that this team came out to play 4 quarters of football every game. They met every opponent well coached and ready to play football. That bodes well for next season, when it's entirely likely, as Coach Miller says, that this team will drop to Class C based on student population. The Wolverines finished their schedule this season 3-6.
Last Saturday, the Tioga Tigers headed into Section 4 Class D semifinal play, squaring off against the Walton Warriors. It wasn't a high-scoring affair or even a game that saw either team rack up a lot of yards. The Warriors took the lead in the first quarter when Nick Shields ran the football 34 yards for a score. After that, the Tigers were looking to catch up all afternoon. Dylan Hornbeck added another touchdown in the second quarter. Tioga's lone score was a 1-yard run by David Ulrich, and at the end of a good defensive battle on both sides against 2 power running teams, the final score was Walton 16, Tioga 6. The Tigers finished their season 7-2, and the Warriors move on to battle Delhi for the Section 4 Class D title this weekend. The Wyalusing Rams invaded the Lockhart Street Bowl last Friday night, and they found a Sayre Redskins team with a bad case of fumbleitis. The Skins gave away the ball 4 times in their first 6 possessions, and the Rams capitalized each time. Before the first quarter had ended, the score was 28-0 Rams. The Rams racked up 355 yards on the night. Wyalusing quarterback Reggie Davis threw for 65 of those yards and a touchdown, and he ran one in as well. Sayre had a hard time moving the football, with only 136 yards of total offense, all of them rushing. The Rams still have only 1 loss, and they host Towanda Friday night in the annual Bronze Helmet game. Last weekend's game voted most likely to break your heart, the Athens-Montoursville game. Athens went into the locker room at the half with the lead on this one. Quarterback Nick Carl ran in a touchdown in the first quarter, and Casey Shiposh tore off up the sidelines in the second for a 59-yarder. The Warriors added a second field goal in the third period to make the score 13-6, but in the fourth, Athens' offense fell victim to a miscue on the snap. Montoursville recovered the fumble at the Wildcats' 8-yard line and scored from there. The score remained knotted up 13-all into the waning seconds. Montoursville drove to the Athens 28, and with no time remaining, Warriors kicker Christian Clark booted a 44-yarder to seal the deal. Final score, Montoursville 16, Athens 13. Friday night, the Wildcats square off at home against Sayre and look to keep the Rusty Rail in their trophy case for a 10th consecutive year.
Joey, your last game as a Sayre Redskin will be on the Athens Alumni Field for the Rusty Rail game. How big would it be for the Redskins to come away with a win?
It'd be huge. We haven't beaten Athens in a long time, so there's a lot of drive to pull it off. It's the last chance for us seniors to beat Athens, so there's a lot on the line.
Nick, you're an underclassman going into this game. It's the last game of the season, but it's a big game, a backyard brawl, so to speak. How big would it be for you to come away with a win on Friday night?
Well, the past couple years, Sayre's always given us a good run, so I definitely know it's going to be a close game, and so do my other teammates. So we're not expecting a blowout. We know it's going to be a close game through the whole game. So coming out with a win would be awesome, just seeing how much we've been struggling throughout the season. So I think it'd definitely be great if we could come out with a win.
As this football season draws to a close, so do our weekly Morning Times Football Fridays. Be sure to check back with us for our Morning Times All-Star Edition. And thanks for making us your place for local highlights, spotlights, scores, and more.